Welcome to the indices, and on the S&P 500, the move up through here counts quite nicely as 5 waves, or at least an impulse wave. The move above the 1872 to the 1880 here is struggling, so we can expect some sort of retracement coming back through here. The cash market is traded pretty much sort of flat overnight, so creating a sideways pattern, and that's normally a positive step in terms of accumulation, so that should break to the upside. But look, in a bit of a nutshell, while the market stays within group 2, the 65, 72 and the 80 here, then the market is held as support. This is the 1865 is a 50% retracement level. So if the market found the 1865 as a resistance, then we could look at being a bit of a bearish picture, because yesterday we were looking at the Dow Jones Transport, and we were looking at that having a very clear 5 waves down, where it hasn't been clear on the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones. In fact, it's got overlapping wave structures with this move up here to this one here, creating this as more of a corrective pattern through here. But I don't really want to rule out the Dow Transport's pattern, because it's a strong market, and when other markets get messy, it's a good market to turn to. But look, while this is within group 2 here, we need to look on the positive side. The other important thing too, we've got the ADP figures, private employment figures, coming out tonight. It's the next session for the US, so that's always a good lead-in for the non-farm payroll figures on Friday. So that can be a telltale sign of what's ahead for Thursday and Friday. So yeah, keep that in mind. On another positive note, the Dow Jones is just on the 2-minute chart here. Sorry for being so close, but I just wanted to point out the market is above the 16,500, which is the medium level here. Obviously, this was, it's going to drift lower through here. But look, if this drifts lower through here and then comes back up and finds support, say on 16,550, which is up here, but even on the 30, depends how far it comes down. If it comes down through here and then finds support on, starting on top of group 1, which is the 30 here. So any move below here and then a move back up on here is a positive step, and you can trade long on that and add to positions on the 50 here as well. So being above the 16,500, we can think bullish, we can think positive. It's just a matter of finding a way in, and it's nice if a market comes down and then moves back up to the closest, strongest number. In this case, it would be the 3 and the 5. The DAX has just also on the intraday as well, we're looking to buy on the 9,500 as support here. So the market's moved up, come back, retested support, and then moved off again. So you should be long from here, exiting, taking part profit at 95.72, of course, and then exiting any other positions at 96. So if the 96 becomes the support, then trade long, simple as that, to 97. The FTSE still got a little bit further to upside. We're basically being long above the 66, 67 area and the 72 here. So looking for support on 67 to add to long trades, and also the 67.20 to add longs there. So this is the 5th wave up through here. It's still got further to go. In a bit of a nutshell here, this is up for 1, back for 2. This is still the 3rd wave here that's not finished. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4. I just better check. I did some work on this before. I didn't know that's the 4th wave there. So just on the 15-minute chart. So looking from this point here, a bit dodgy, but 1, ABC for 2, the 3rd wave, the 4th wave, the 5th wave for wave 1, back for wave 2 here. Wave 3 to the upside. I may have this wrong, but this is quite clearly 1 here and 2 here. And I was looking for that little 2 there should be, there's an ABC to here, but it could well be over here. But 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's how I was reading it for the third wave. The fourth wave, which would be over here a little bit further, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the fifth wave of the third. Fourth wave pulling back to the 67, 32, 33 in here, the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree, and then the fifth wave up to 6,800 there. 8's a profit taking number, so you expect those bids to be hit there, and the market on the daily is, you know, overbought quite high into this area here, so you know, look for resistance up there. The ASX 200 yesterday fell out of bed quite sharply, and the move that it's made down, I'm putting the wave, sorry, that should be wave 5 there, not 4. That's 4 there, that's 5 there, just a little error. But basically this is down for 1, 2, and 3 here. So we can count this as an A and a B and a C here, as long as that low stays in at 54.70 here. Okay, so if that low stays there, then this market's moving up. This little move up through here appears to be impulsive. There's no overlapping wave structures there. Sure, it might flicker around here a little bit further, but you know, support on 55.10 gets you long, 55.20, and adding on, well, building through here. If support is found on 55.30, the top of group 1, and there'll be a larger correction at that point there, then you know that we're going to be going higher from that point. So first of all, the 5500 here is obviously the main line in the sand. This move up here is in 5 waves. It needs to be corrected. But look, basically, as long as it stays above there, if you see it as resistance, then you need to sort of, you know, think a bit bearish, or think, you know, that it's either correcting or it's in bearish mode. So you really want to stay long above that. And any new entries at this stage would be 55. You can go 55.5 if you want to, but 55.10 would be much safer on that side there. Alrighty, that was quick and simple, but basically in all these indices, the idea is that the potential still to the upside, but you need to buy into strength. So you either buy new highs or wait for retested support and check the volume on those retests there. And the other thing, as I mentioned, actually there's a lot of news coming out today around the world, so keep an eye on that in whatever you're trading, but it will be those employment figures, ADP figures, that lead into Friday's NFP figures. Cheers.